The House of the Dragon Season 2 final trailer came out the same day the Rings of Power teaser came out. Is it a ballsy move? Is it a brave move? Or is it just a logical move? Let's find out. Hi everybody, and welcome to yet another video. Well then, my dear viewers, my dear listeners, it seems that history will repeat itself, and to that extent that I really can't see the slightest difference between what will most certainly happen this year and what happened, nearly 2 years ago when The Rings of Prime Season 1 was airing, as well as House of the Dragon Season 1, and it was a golden era for all influencers and YouTubers because we were able to, of course, be covering two shows at the same time, one very controversial show and one very popular show, and of course those two shows are both fantasy and both adaptations of a famous source material by a famous author, and so just you couldn't escape, you couldn't but comparing those two shows, and it of course ended up by House of the Dragon beating The Rings of Power like more than it was possible. And then of course it was only strengthened by the fact that House of the Dragon won multiple awards, important awards, whereas The Rings of Power won, what was it, editing of critics award or whatever it was, something so insignificant I had to laugh my bottom off. And then well, of course, yesterday was the day when The Rings of Prime Season 2 teaser trailer came out. I covered it in my video. I laughed my bottom off once again at all the faces that Morfitt Clark, Galadriel, yes, I'm very deliberately mispronouncing both the names, I just was laughing at the faces. That's like that's basically the main thing I remember from the trailer. Should you wish to check it out, it's on my channel. And now I watched this a couple of minutes ago, and it looks fine. It looks fine. I think that they are going to try to make this season 2 even better. There was a lot of criticism directed at certain things in the previous season of the House of the Dragon. Should you wish to check it out, it is on my channel as well. And but already the first season was superior over The Rings of Power. Of course, both those two shows being adaptations of the source material, and both those two shows really are adaptations of material that isn't a narrative book per se. The Rings of Power was supposedly adapting like bits and pieces, texts and appendices to the Lord of the Rings, and House of the Dragon then adapting the Fire and Blood book, which is really a chronicle-like, an annal-like book, which is narrated from the point of view of multiple narrators, and there's this factor of unreliable narrator, because very often it happens in the book that one event is described from the point of view of multiple people, and those multiple people then are describing this particular event a little bit differently, and so they really did have some space for creative freedom, maybe for different interpretations. They pick one or the other. But all in all, even if you look past it being adaptation, if you look past the source material, the House of the Dragon Season 1 was vastly superior show over The Rings of Power. And I reviewed both those shows at the time. Now, this is not a review of this teaser per se. It is only a reaction to a lot of people have been saying since yesterday, and that's the fact that the House of the Dragon, HBO did a very, very bold move, and that, they are like fantastically brave and so on and so forth, because they released this trailer the same day the Rings of Power teaser came out. I don't really think that it is a ballsy move. I don't really think it is a brave move. I don't think we should necessarily applaud them. I think it's a logical move, like clearly 100% logical move. Because if you know you're making a show, a fantasy show, and if you know that another company is making a fantasy show as well, and when you know that your show is better, has been better, and will be better, you want to do that. I mean, and if you know that you are going to be competing, if you know that you are competing against something, you want to release it at about the same time. So, I mean, this was highly logical to release this. I think this is the final trailer for House of the Dragon Season 2. So what else should have they done, I mean, this didn't surprise me, nor did the trailer surprise me in any way. Only maybe each and every time I look at the character of Matt Smith, I think of, this guy would actually, well, that's not him, but this guy would actually be a decent Elric of Melniboné, if you think about it, the way he looks, wearing his black dragon armor all the time, just give him like red eyelenses. And, you've got Elric of Melniboné. But, of course, no, I don't want to give any studio bad ideas. No, please, do not adapt Michael Moorcock's Elric of Melniboné. No, please, no. It's 2024. This couldn't end up very well. And so I would like you, my dear friends, to tell me what you think about the teaser trailer for House of the Dragon, what you think about the teaser trailer for The Rings of Power, and if you think that, history will once again repeat itself, and if those two shows are going to compete, what do you think is going to quote-unquote win? The competition in 2024 isn't really that hard. It's really not that difficult, right? So, once again, let me know in the comments down below what you think, and that'll be all. Thank you very much for watching, and namaste.